Hope your evening is great. Mine is simply okay. So, okay, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome for those who are new. I am Crystal Mputi, and the topic today is friendships. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about friendships, things, especially what I've been going through as an individual. And I will start a poll. Obviously, later on, you guys won't see the poll, but the poll that I'm going to be doing right now is, have you ever been betrayed by a friend? Right? Hell yeah. Why does it say that? And oh no. Oh no. Right? So the reason why I chose to do this live, right, was because of my experiences with friendships, right? I do have like a history of bad friendships. In fact, I think I'm one of those people who actually would never want to have friends ever again because of experiences I've had with friends. Okay. So, right. The foundation of friendship, right, is basically somebody who's going to be there for you, hear you out, and give you good and safe advice, regardless of whether it is good or bad. As a friend, you need to be honest to your friend and prevent them from harm, right? So, oopsie. So I'm gonna take my other phone where I'm gonna read out my notes. I know it's a live and all that, but sometimes live is actually nicer than actually sitting down and making a video. Because all this editing that comes with it is a lot. So I'm gonna talk about my friendship experiences. So back when I was like in primary school, right? I had a friend, and we were all good. Um, Everything was all fine, but I feel like me and her were different because she liked the life of being a popular kid in the school, and I liked everything simple. I was the school nerd, you can say that, and she was the pretty girl, and she didn't like the way I saw things, right? She wanted to date popular guys and all that, and I was just boring, you can say. And so she will always like, I don't know how to say it. She'll make fun of me in front of all the other people because I was the boring fat chick and she was the tall, slim girl, the athlete, and I was just a bookworm, and nobody actually liked um me in that way. So she didn't wanna like build a friendship with a person who would say she's so boring, and but she liked my presence because I made her look cute. Yeah, one. She like let me say this, basically she looked down on me, so she wouldn't want to lose me because if she lost me, she wouldn't look good. So me being the ugly friend made her look good. She wouldn't want to associate herself with me, but she would rather have me by her side so that whenever they compare her to me, she will always be the pretty one and I'll always be the ugly one. So I felt it, but I was again also scared of not having friends, yeah. So I would hang out with her because I have this loyalty attachment where I would I would actually not leave you if I feel safe around you, regardless of how much you mistreat me. So I always had that issue, and a lot of people would take that for granted, where I'm too loyally attached to someone, regardless of how they treat me. So she would take advantage of the fact that I didn't have any other friends. So she would always make fun of me, diss me. And I was like, it's okay, you're my friend, you're messing around, it's cool. But deep in my heart, I knew that she was doing it deliberately because she wanted to be with the cool kids. She wanted to be, um, outseen. She never actually accepted herself the way she was. She always wanted to hang out with those that had a higher status in school, right? And I didn't really care about that. I just wanted my friend. So at some point in my life, I think fast forward to grade 4, I decided to go to, no man, this is too much. I cannot pretend to be happy while my friend is using me as a star maker, like, especially because I was excelling in academics and she wasn't as much. She would take credit for most of my work. She would even, like, I remember a time I told her I had a crush on a particular guy, and she actually went and dated that crush of mine. And I still befriended her because she was my friend. But I drew the line in grade 4 because I was tired of her mistreating me, like taking advantage of me, because I would tell her everything. She would know when I had an argument at home. She would know when now I'm sick. She would know who I'm fighting with. She would know a lot of things about me. And whenever she's around the popular kids, she would take all my private information and talk it in front of everyone so that, people can make fun of me and see her as the cool kid. So I went in grade 4. She was in detention, right? So while she was in detention during break time, I decided to associate myself with this other chick, you know? So while I was friends with her, she was actually cool and nice. She did not diss me, did not mistreat me. She was the friend that you would ask for. And I would tell her about my other best friend, right? That no, I don't like it whenever I'm around her because she makes fun of me, even though I'm loyal to her and we live in the same hood. I love her, but then I feel like she's using me to keep the spotlight. And she was like, if you feel like she's using you, then just leave and see if she can still get the spotlight. I promise you, she will come back in your life. And I thought of it and I was like, that's a good idea. Maybe I should separate myself from her and see if the friendship will still persist. Sharp. So she, when you got her detention, I literally hit myself as I looked for her. Right? And then she got angry because the cool kids are around and I'm not around to get to get dissed to make her look cute. And yeah, that's when the fight started. Right? That's where she now like got really pissed off of the fact that I cannot think for myself. I can stand up for myself. And she can't do anything to me anymore. So that's how I lost my friend. And now the cool kids didn't want to chill with her anymore because like there's nothing else to talk about. But now I realize that one of the cool kids envied me so much, where she would come to me and tell me that she said one thing about you, she said what about you. Since we were no longer friends, I could actually believe that she would do that. I mean, she has been doing it all this time, and why would I not believe that? So she she betrayed me, right? Fine, betrayed me, and then went on to befriend the cool kids, and the cool kids tried to get at me because they wanted to see me and her go fight head on. And I was like, nah, no. I'm gonna leave her and I'm gonna focus on myself, deal with my life and everything. And I started befriending the new friend who advised me to leave her. And I won't lie to you, I started becoming more active at school. Now I was like participating in academics. I was a smart kid. Now I was a popular kid. Eventually became a prefect. When I was in prefect in grade 5, I'm not sure in other countries what it called it. Um, I did well academically. I was now a leader, like a prefect, like a head girl. Not the head girl, but I worked within that what you call committee, right? Because my academics were on point. I was a good girl, had good grades, you know, and a lot of people actually listened to me when I was giving out instructions. So now she is now with the cool kids, but she's losing the what can I call it? She's losing the light. Yeah, bon. So now she's realizing that I'm getting the spotlight because I am not the school leader. So now she wants to come back in my life and say, hey, I'm sorry. I overreacted that day, I should have knew like you were not serious and everything. I was like, but nah, I'm out. Now that because the popular kids don't like you anymore, you wanna come back in my life, I'm good. Then as time went on, I realized that she was actually sitting by herself. She had no friends. The goodness in me be like, okay, you can come and chill with us for a while, not anything. And like you could see that her face was brighten up. She was not chilling up with the squad that I was currently in then. That squad was not popular kids. It was average kids who literally just had good financial, like, we're not rich, we come from average households and we have good hearts. So they were like, sure, but let's put her in. And more, a lot of, you can say that more and more we were recruiting rejects, popular kids rejects. And now they were all in the squad. And I was like, I feel like the Messiah taking those who have been rejected by the devil. Now they all want to be back outside. And I'm like, okay, so if this is my job now to recruit all the people that have been rejected by the popular kids, this must be a really great job. Guys, can I please clean my lens? It looks a little bit blurry. Is it good now? Bro, my face is burned. So as we're recruiting the rejected rejects of the popular squads, you know, so one starts talking about how I think I'm better than everyone because I'm the prefect, and I'm like, we just brought you back into the friendship squad, and now you're starting off fights of making saying that one thinks they're better than the other because they're now a prefect and all that. I'm like, girl, you used to think that you could be something popular. You thought you could date the guys. You betrayed me. You dated my crush. But then God be like, forgive. I forgave. I gave you a second chance and you're showing me flames. And I was like, it's fine. I will continue being the good person that I am. Hopefully, I will not be betrayed anymore. And I'll learn from this lesson. So, guys, that was my short of my first betrayal of friendship. Like, tell me in the comments there, what actually happened that made you realize that this is not a good friend? Like, when you were just like friends and then you're sitting, what made you realize that the person that you're with was not a good friend? I would love to know, like, from you guys, when the first time you got betrayed and when you realized that your friend is not your friend. Because a lot of people tend to think it's like, yeah, we ignore the red flags that, oh my god, the person I'm friends with is actually they're not good friends, guys. Like, they literally are not. And one person once told me that when somebody, right, is a bad friend to you, it's usually because they've never had a good support system, so they don't know how to have that close relationship with someone. So now they are just evil to any other person that they can seem to belittle, or easy to, or sometimes they're scared of you, so they want to drag you down to a certain level so it's easier um to destroy you. So I want to go and get you video like I did yesterday, get you videos of people who experience bad friendships. And like with the, I remember the one I saw with the Muslim chicks, where one of the friends decided to take the eyelashes off. Like, that is evil. That's pure evilness, right? And a lot of people take it as like, no, she was just messing around. You can see evilness in a friend's eye, Joe. You can see what this person doesn't like you. You know when you're like chilling with your friend and your friend be like, you think you're all dead, ne? And then they start giggling, or they look at you weirdly. Then when you turn around, it's like they're just smiling, but you could feel the evilness from that friend of yours that you hate me. You just don't want to admit it because I'm like, I benefit you somehow, right? So they don't want to lose the friendship. They want to keep you around so they can abuse you in front of others. Please, guys, participate in the poll and like the video and comment on the time you got betrayed by your own friend. This is what the life is about. So, people, like, some people just are evil, right? So, hi, good evening. Welcome to the live. Don't forget to like and participate in the poll. The topic today is friendship. It can be betrayal, can be good friends. Um, so I'm speaking about my first betrayal. My my first betrayal from my friend, and I already said the story time. So now I'm just gonna look at videos that I can find on TikTok of bad friendships. Well, since TikTok is the easiest way to get visual illustrations, so I'm I'm going to get those kind of videos so like you guys can understand, like, there are good friends, there are bad friends, right? And I feel like there's more like bad friends than good friendships. Like, it's rare these days to get good friends, right? People just betray you so bad. Like, I don't, I want something like some people like there's some people when you think about them you realize, oh yeah, this person literally, like, yo, they will expose you. Oh yeah, guys, what is the story again? Maddie and Taylor, um Euphoria. Is it Euphoria? It should be. That is an illustration of like pure evilness. Like, I should have like used that as my first example because she has been, yo, Hashem, that chick cried a lot, yo. Oh, Khalile. Oh, Khalile. Khalile, I won't lie to you. Like, especially those who date your exes. Date your exes. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Euphoria. Like, I think that you should check it out.
Fucking door, Cassie.
This chick.
Fucking friend are you? What the fuck? This isn't about Nate. This is about you and me and our friendship. And if you want to throw it away, then fine. Because I don't want to be fucking friends with you. Let me go. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. He put me through hell and now he's with my fucking best friend. Like, what the fuck? When is it gonna end?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't keep friends because I love my own space, and friendship takes a lot of time investment. Oh my God. Like, I grew into that. I literally grew into that, Christina. I grew in with that. Like, I used to be so bubbly and friendly, but I was so loyally attached to a lot of people. And I think maybe that's what made me to be the person that I am to get today, where I actually find myself more entertaining than to be around people. I find myself to be more of a friend to myself than other people. And one person once asked me like, why don't you like being with people? I'm like, sometimes it's tiring and it's expensive because every birthday you need to buy people birthday presents. That's like taking a person out of their budget. Like, it takes one out of their budget because now if you have 12 or 15 friends, every birthday you have to take out something. If you don't, you're a bad friend. You shouldn't be a friend. They should, and next birthday they shouldn't get you anything. And I'm like, it's fine. Let me just not have friends at all. Like, even when people be like, yo, chomi chomi, I'm like, yo, don't call me chomi chomi because you're binding me into a yo. I really like yo. I get you. I get you. And maybe that's why a lot of people will call us, we think too much of ourselves, we're not good people because we don't like keeping or investing in friendships. Because again, it takes a lot of our time. Please, guys, participate in the poll and like this video. Like, it does take a lot of our energy. It takes a lot of our energy. That one, I do not disagree with you. It does. And maybe another one that some people can't get friendships, it's that because they like comparing themselves to other people. If a friend does well, she feels like she could do better. She could strive better than the friend, that the friend was not better than them. So they are competitive amongst their own friends instead of being happy for them. So that's maybe one of the reasons why some friendships don't last. It's because of that. Because it wasn't them that it happened to. Right? So let me look at this video of this lady, right? Maybe it will explain what I'm saying better. We are friends, we are one. To see it happen to me should feel like it was you, especially if I show you proof of what a person did to me. Why would you have to go see it for yourself if you love me? But when they don't, it's because they enemies too. They be waiting to hit a tea that your enemy might have or feel about you. You slow if you think you getting a tea from somebody who never liked me or never knew me. This is how enemies get to your business through a middleman friend. This is why it's hard finding friends that are with you and not against you. Free game, ladies. I hate when friends try to be cool. That's true. I think that's what it explains better. You are not loyal if you let somebody sit around you. Like, literally, they always say that the only person who can betray you, or the only person that comes in your life, is somebody that is close to you. And somebody who's close to you has to know enough about you in order to actually spread enough information for you to get betrayed. So it's always, that's why God always says, do not trust anyone but me. And I think we guys tend to fail at that because we feel that if you're alone, you have no friend, you feel like your life is going to go in hacks if you don't have a friend, you don't have a squad. You feel like people are gonna laugh at you, you feel like you're not gonna have friends, you feel like you're nobody if you don't have a squad or you don't have friends. And I think maybe that's why a lot of people are in as such groupies, or they have friends that are not really good for them because they're scared of being alone. And if people learn to be alone, they will actually get good genuine friends. I feel like you attract what is yours, and you attract goodness if you do right by yourself, right? Like, you literally look at yourself, and I feel like maybe that's what grows friendships, right? Having to know who you really are and knowing what you deserve, you will attract good friends as well. And you'll be able to notice bad friends from a distance. And a lot of people do not know that. They don't. Um, like as much as I want to go on, but like it's really fair. But then there are friends that are good who would tell they would treat you right. They would treat you good. Ooh, found it. This is the one I was talking about. You see? Exactly. You can see the evilness, bro. Like, there's no way she was like, I was just messing around. No. You can see that there was evil. She has always hated the person. You can see that from like, yo, No, you can see it, bro. You can see it. You like, and most people will not, I won't say they won't notice it. Like I said, you're afraid to lose those friends or you're afraid of what people will say. If you is like I don't know how to they're scared of being alone. They're scared of not having people around. It's like relationship. Some people be like, why you keep playing people around but you don't want to commit? And someone will be like, it's because I'm scared of not of being alone. Like what happens if you're alone? Are you gonna die or something? Are you definitely gonna die if you don't have friends? Like why? Why? Just break the friendship off if it's not benefiting you. Break off that friendship is not good for you. If you don't see yourself succeeding, it's like the same thing as spiritual husband and spiritual wives. There are some people they will be absorbing your gifts and your blessings. They'll be absorbing your friend your energy. If you see you and your friends having to compete for things and no one is cheering each other on, or you're partly cheering each other on, or you find yourself being all negative to each other, that is not friendship. And there's again there's some people they can be in friendships and can be super nice but they're not your friend. They just want to know your personal life, your personal issues. Hey, what happened to you and the other one? Because I heard that you guys were fighting. What happened, mzala? Chomi chomi. You know that though those friends who come like they're concerned about the issue, can't they they want to know or heaven what was happening just to have the gossip. I know a lot of people like that. They're not your friend, they just want to know what's going on in your life, either to gossip about it or just fella to feel like, yeah, one day if you think you're gonna be better, I'm gonna tell everyone that way now 1 2 3 happened in your life. Like especially like I feel like both men and women have experienced that, where they have thought that somebody actually is listening to their problems. Can they know this person wants indaba, wants wants to hear what's going on in your life, to have like to have something on you, like I don't understand why people I like that people are so evil, guys. They don't even care about other people's feelings. They be so evil. And but then you have those friends who would die for you, who be your friend, who will not turn their back of you. Like they will always be there for you. Like they will always stand by you. They won't even betray you, guys. Okay, let me, yeah, maybe I should just keep on having these illustrations. People don't appreciate each other. And there's a lot of movies. But then now let's talk about good friends. Let's talk about good friends. Do we still have good friends today? I do think they are. It's just that it's few of them that exist. They do exist. It's just that they're not as close as they are before. Let's look at
You
this
put
one.
home, bro. You met my family. I put money up for you. Put the gloves on your hands. Are you mad? That's enough, Billy. you you put the gloves on my hands. Oh, you must be punchy. Because the memory serves. You used to carry my gloves. Get your shit and get out the gym. Brought you to my home, man. You know my
That's
family.
that's that's fake friendship. That's like like I said, she would literally diss me. Like I said in my story, she would literally use me as a way to make her other friends happy by making me look bad, making jokes out of me so that she can look good to her friends. So that's my first betrayal. And guys, if I knew what a red flag was back then, I wouldn't dare. I would never, ever, ever had friends ever again from that day on. But again, but with Larry, we'll always be friends. We always need somebody to. I mean, we always ask ourselves, like, what if I get married? Who will be my bridesmaid? Who will be my best man? So type of questions that people never ever think. We never, not that we ever think, but they always think about. They always think about like, I want to be by myself, but what if I have a party? Who will I invite? And what if I have something? Who will I call to? Like, who cares? So, okay, now we're gonna go to the good part, right? So, the importance of friendships, right? Friendships are what such a vital part of our lives, and aren't they? They offer support, laughter, sometimes a shoulder to cry on. You know, we talk about romantic relationships, but friendship is just as cruel, right? I mean, like if your boyfriend cheats on you, your girlfriend cheats on you, you want somebody to talk to. So we need Umzala to cry on, even though Umzala can use your information for their own benefit in the future. So there are people who see us through thick and thin. Like they can come in the middle of the night if they think you're gonna be depressed. Like um that one depressed friend who decides to be happy. Like all of a sudden you can actually feel, oh no man, why is all happy, what ante happy all of a sudden? Yeah, like all of a sudden when now you're depressed, but then you're that in trailer. Evident fact. They scare the crap out of me. I won't lie to you. They change so fast. Like let's use this one. Like that's how friendship should be. If you know who your friend is and then all of a sudden they start changing, you should know, no man, something is off. My friend is never like this. Why all of a sudden you're all bubbly? That's friendship. That's what you're supposed to know about friendship, right? So now we're gonna the first question. What was the favorite the what's your favorite thing about your best friend? Right? So now I just put a poll of, have you been betrayed by a friend? So I have friends. Okay, so back in high school, I had like 5 friends, and one was chubby like me, one was a colored, one was dark and skinny. Yeah. So um all of them had their own threats that I liked, but most of them did threats that I didn't like. And one was free spirit, didn't bound herself to anyone. The other one dated my ex. The other one was hovering on my energy. So the good thing about each was the free spirit one, okay, she didn't care. She lived the life, which is something that I liked, not caring about what people say about me. The skinny one was loved food, and the fat one had a good network base. So maybe there was the good things that I liked about my friends back then. So main point, building a strong friendship, right? So how do we even build a strong friendship, right? And lasting friendships. So like for me, I think one of the most important thing about friendship is communication, like being able to talk. But it shouldn't be something regular. I mean, we are friends. We don't have to talk every day. I love you, but I don't have to text you every day. Hello, hi, how are you? Do good. We can spend 3 or 6 months without talking, but you're still my friend. Nothing is standing in the way. You're still my friend. It doesn't mean that when I don't check to you every day or you don't see my status every day, I don't like every story or status you post everything. That means our friendship is over. No, it's still there. We are adults. We are grown up. I don't have to talk to you every day. Yeah, one. So for now, that's it. Like it's not always about a grand gesture, but little things like checking on each other, being honest, and showing up even if it gets busy. What do y'all think? Do you have any tips on how to build a stronger friendship? From you can guys comment on what you guys think can build the friendship. And on the other hand, I think what builds a friendship is making sure you guys have that once in a time where you just update each other on your life so that you know, like, okay, my friend has been up to this is what's happening. Like I still have one friend where we still talk even now, updates about her life, updates my life. Or sometimes I feel like, no man, I need advice from her. I call her and I text her, but it doesn't mean that if she doesn't reply immediately or what, that means a friendship over. We are adults, right? She has kids and we have responsibilities. So friendship is not bind of like whether he or she calls or doesn't call, takes doesn't takes. Come on, guys. And then again, number two, navigating conflicts in friendships. Now, like I said before, friendships are real, but they're not perfect. Like conflicts happen, and sometimes we don't see eye to eye, right? We don't see like, oh, okay, my friend is going through, like I said, we don't have to talk every day. We don't have to attend every event. Sometimes the person doesn't just have the money to go everywhere. So people need to understand that we're adults, we're growing, and as people, we need to accept that, yeah, we're adults, like we're growing. Abantu that don't have to take things seriously and say, hey, she doesn't call me anymore. She doesn't even text me anymore. Like we're old, guys. We are adults. We are adults, and we need to help each other, right? But then, like, it doesn't mean that if I don't visit you as much as I do, if I don't have advice, if I can't attend events like I used to, that means our friendship is not friendship being. It's still friendship. We're still friends, right? And people don't take issue. Like sometimes I'll be like, come on, like you can't expect me to say, oh no, show me you're right, when you're actually not right. You're not right. You're my friend, and I want to be honest to you that you might have thought that you were okay to curse out, but you actually weren't. That person was right, you were the wrong one. And most people would be like, she's your friend, you're supposed to be on her side. I get it. But again, but then again, she might be my friend, but I need to tell her the truth. I can't just be like, okay, she's my friend, but I don't tell the truth. I need to tell them the truth. Or like, Ngani, you're wrong, right? I mean, just because you're friends doesn't mean that whatever you do is correct. Sometimes you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. And you need to be told, "Hore, you're wrong." And most people think that we need to lie about it. You can't lie and keep you safe or correct you or be right with you. Because guys, no, like tell me, what do you think about friendship? If your friend is wrong, right? Okay, sorry, network. Like I tend to ask myself, like, what is the friend supposed to do if they encountered with a friend who needs advice, or whether or not we're there right now? You're wrong, and people need to understand that when you're wrong, you're wrong. And as friends, we need to be honest about it. Or am I wrong? Please tell me if I'm wrong for understanding it. Like, if I'm wrong, I just want to know if your friend was in the wrong and they need your advice, would you tell them that no, you are wrong, guy? Right? So conflicts happen, and sometimes we don't see eye to eye. And I believe that healthy friendships can survive disagreements if both are willing to communicate openly. And how do you handle conflict, or do you need time to process? So for me to answer this one, yeah, I usually sit down with my friends and I'll be like, okay, Chomi, I know hore, you expect me to say, yeah, Chomi, alright, you were not the wrong, a person was wrong, but if you're wrong, I'll tell you, Chomi, I feel like you should have solved this thing better. You should have resolved this issue better. And I'm gonna sit down to you and tell you why I say that. Because your image is my image. When people go to bed, it's Crystal's friend. That's Crystal's friend. So your image affects mine. So if you're acting in foolishness, you're affecting me. So if I want my image to be clean, I would expect you to take my advice seriously, right? Or Ngani, you were wrong. And then do you take it right away or do you need time to process? I prefer taking it right away. With my friends, I deal with it right away. With a partner, I'll probably need time to process because that's a totally different human being. So now, let's go to the next question. healthy anymore. It can be hard to let go of people who ain't meant for us. But sometimes for our own growth and mental health, we have to. Have any of you had to end a friendship, and how do you deal with it? No? I had to end the friendship, and I dealt with it the best way I can. She dated my ex-boyfriend. She dated my ex-boyfriend. There was no way I was gonna let that one slide. There was no way I was gonna let that one slide. She betrayed me. She hurt me. And I realized that I cannot be friends with somebody like that. The minute a friend of you, if you a minute your friend now is dating your your thingy, your ex, you know very well look at this is not a friend. This is not a friend. This is not a friend, it's a mosquito. Here to suck J and hurt you and leave you with a scar. This is not a friend. And I won't lie to you. After that, I was happy, regardless of the fact that I got back at her by dating her crush. But I was happy at the fact that I could see the devil that I always felt. Now I know her, okay, this person has always not liked me ever. So, sharp. You don't like me anymore. I don't like you anymore. I remove you in my life. I remove you in my circle. And ever since then, I think I've been great. I've been absolutely fantastic. And I won't lie to you. I've always, after that, I think I've attracted really good friends. I mean, like, right now we have social media where people vouch for you that don't even know you. They actually say nicer things than your own friends. Even though Twitter is gonna roast the crap out of you, but you end up having really good friends, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the fact that I took the first step into um mm, avoiding bad friends to getting good friends. So Minana, I genuinely don't think that people should settle in bad friendships because you'll be preventing yourself from actually getting a good friend. Imagine delaying your happiness because of loyalty. Generally, not a good thing. Not a good thing whatsoever. So, guys, don't settle. And again, now we're gonna go to the other point, which I've been blabbing for an hour. I should be a journalist or something, or TV. Um, I talk a lot. I talk a lot. Okay, so now, what we were talking about, guys? Letting go of toxic friends. So, oh, I know I did that. Did that. So, gratitude for friendships, right? So, this is the last one. Although it's not the end of the life, but it's the last one. Gratitude for friendships, right? I really appreciate the fact that like I have one friend who has been my friend ever since we were 10 years old. We are now 17 years old. So imagine that 17 years of friendship, still loyal to this very day. Still talk, we do still chat, and we still if in to attend certain things. Even though at some point we did not regard each other as friends anymore, we just like acquaintances, but we realized that it's a waste of time. We are the only people we can invite each other to anything. Literally, we are the only people who can invite each other to anything. Right? So, um, right. So I really appreciate the fact that she's still in my life. She's still my friend, and I love her to bits. And all the other people who come in my life and they still regard me as their friend. I really appreciate that. And again, you don't have to worry if you don't have a true friend. Sometimes you are the best friend that you can ever have for yourself. Like you literally don't have to put yourself under that feeling that okay, fine, I don't have friends. That means I don't deserve good things in life. You are the good thing in life. You are good to you. Just because you don't have friends, just like everybody else, sometimes your friend is still on the way, or your friend is still building themselves for you, right? So don't be in a rush to get the wrong friend. Just wait. Just wait. Like, good friends are on the way. They will come and they will bless you abundantly. You will definitely get good friends. A lot. For example, let's use Jay-Z and Kanye West. Even in the midst of everybody calling Kanye West crazy, Jay-Z was always there for them. Was always for them. Right? Always for them. Like ever. Good friends. Let me do. Why am I getting so many Instagram? Okay. Like I just wanna say
That you want to party with. I'm not that kind of friend. Nigga, I'm busy. I don't want to see you in your best moments and congratulate you. I'm that nigga that in your worst moment, holla at. Yo, you good? Let's go get some jokes. Let's go get some of this. I'm not the friend that you want to party with. I'm not that kind of friend.
we had different
Nigga, I'm
types of
busy.
good friends, and a lot of people don't realize it. Like for example, let me see. Okay, guys. Tell me how many of you guys still have friends like that. Tell me how many of you guys still have friends like that in this era. Because most of you guys rely on social media too much. You guys rely on social media too much. So much. This is what I like about some friends. I want you guys.
Are you really my friend? If I can't call and say, "Hey, I just met this amazing guy," I can't call you because you're not. This is what happened. Or if I can't come to you as a friend and let you know, "Oh my goodness, this is what happened." Are you really my friend? If I can't call you and tell you my closest secrets, are you really my friend? If I can't call and say, "Hey, I just met this amazing guy," I can't call you because you're not in a relationship, so you're not supposed to be happy for me. Are you my friend? So all these things started happening. I was like, you know what? This is not a good space that I want to be in. I don't feel good about this friendship anymore. And I just decided that it no longer served me. If I can't come to you as a
Exactly. If a friendship no longer
friend
benefits
and
you,
let you know, oh my
remove
goodness.
it. There's no need to stay in that friendship. Just let go. Just go. Integrity There could be somebody out there who could be a best friend to you, where you don't have to fake your lifestyle, fake your energy, or anything you find. Like guys, sometimes you just can just buy a dog or a cat that makes your friend, unlike having to fake your whole friendship. Just buy a dog. Buy a dog or a cat. Or if you can make babies, Jay, they'll be your friends. I'm really good friends with my mom. We are like best of friends, and there's literally um nothing that I could say that she doesn't know. She knows everything, even the nastiest things. Like she knows everything, everything. Let. Mm.
Friends. You don't really see me with a lot of people like that. I don't fuck with a lot of people. And that's why I have like the same friends. You don't really see me with a lot of people like that. I don't fuck with a lot of people.
Even hearing people like
And that's
Cardi
why I have
B
like this
and they don't have friends, it should make you question, like, is it worth it? Faking my whole personality for friendships?
have lifted me up at some of the most crucial times.
Like, okay, I think I like this guy's TikTok.
We're just better off as friends. Why would I ruin that? I don't want to be in a relationship with you. We're better off as friends. And that's the reality of it. So let's keep it as that. There's, there's no more to it. Look, we're just better off as friends. Why would I ruin that? I don't want to be in a relationship.
Another thing, like he just mentioned, is when you're friends with a guy with a chick. Choo. When now the other one says that I have a crush on you, that's when you break the friendship, because now how do you guys continue being friends if someone has a crush on you? When someone has a crush on you, how do you continue that friendship? How do you continue that friendship? That, oh my god, that someone out here has a crush on me, and I was okay just being friends with you, and now this person has a crush on me. And guys, now Lena, I used to ask myself, how do people who used to date and break up are now all of a sudden friends? How? How do you even maintain that? It's kind of a bit scary though. I feel like it's really terrifying because if that person sees you with another person, they will try and sabotage that relationship. They will definitely try to sabotage that relationship because they love you and you don't love them back because you're friends and you want to keep the friendship. And now that person wants to be in a relationship with you, and when you want to move on. I genuinely feel like that's why most relationships fail, because the friend pretends to be okay after being rejected by the friend, after confessing that they have a crush on their friend, and the friend says, I just love you as a friend. And then now they get a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and then now that girlfriend and boyfriend is not having it because somebody's getting in between the relationship, and that person is your friend. So guys, be careful who you're friends with. Be careful who you're in a relationship with. And like, I genuinely feel like people need to be careful on who their friends are. Yeah, one. When you know who your friends are, you know who to trace back to. Like, oh, I told you something, and I sorry, How did the other person know? How did they know? How did they know? How did they know? How? I told you as a secret. And again, a friendship of trio. A friendship of trio never works. A friendship of three never works. One has to suffer all the time. One has to suffer all the time. Friendship of three never works. A friendship of three never work. Exactly. Let you listen.
All of a sudden turned into a duo, a secret duo that I didn't know about. This trio all of a sudden turned into a duo, a secret duo that I didn't know about. This trio
I always saw like a friendship of three will always turn
all of a
into,
sudden
it will
turned
turn
into
into a two, because one eventually will either get jealous that the other two are too close, and then we'll try and get in between y'all. Like a friendship of three, never works. Never works. Never works. Let me give you a basic illustration of what happens in a group of three. Just be fun, Jay, so you can gang up on each other. But three, friendship of three. It's either guys make it work, or it would just turn into like a suffering circle of life. They never work out. Friendship of three eventually will come into a friendship of two. Because now think about it. If two are fighting, whose side are you taking? Whose side are you taking? Because if you take that other one, that means you favor that one over this one. Tell me, please tell me, guys, in the comments, down there in the live chat. In a friendship of three, how do you resolve a conflict amongst two if you're the mediator? Which side are you taking? Which side are you taking? Are you taking the one that you came with the friend in, and eventually you guys just happened happened like for no reason? Like, I want to know what happens in a friendship of three. How does it work? Because I know friendship of three never ever succeeds, ever. It never succeeds. Eventually it has to break into just two friends. That's one thing I know about friendship of three. It eventually becomes, it just becomes just a friendship of two. I've seen it a lot. I've seen it a lot. And never works. Even a friendship of gossiping all the time. When the mgosi is finished, what are you gonna do? You're gonna gossip about each other. Because it's no more mgosi. Yeah, now there's no longer mgosi, so now you have to gossip about each other. You have to gossip about each other now. And one has to always be left out. Eventually the topic will just turn out. So like I was asking, like one.
you know what's good for me. That's my opinion.
Example.
I don't think that he's good for you. How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion. I said I don't think that he's good.
That's the thing I was asking, like, which side do you take? The right one, the bad one, or no side? Which side are you taking? Which side are you taking? Because I know, like, it's always difficult, guys. Friendship of three. And guys, can I ask you a question? Why do male friendships last longer than female friendships? And why do And I mean, like, it doesn't make sense because men be totally different. They never match clothes, they don't do things. But girls would be like wearing all pink, they'd be going together, paying, going on trips. But still, their relationships don't last, the friendships don't last. But male friendships last. They absolutely last. It's even worrying, like, why? Why does the friendship last? So, guys, I think right now, let me see what time it is. Oh my god, it's close to 9 o'clock. I have dragged this live. I've been here long enough. I hope you guys found this interactive and liked it. So I would love for those who still like to know about this to comment later if you feel like it. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoy this live, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you have any idea for future topics, please do let me know in the comments. And next time, we'll take care. And yeah, until next time, take care. Cherish your friendships. From me, it's a good night. Bye.